Good morning, everyone. I hope people in front of me always be happy and in a good condition. I'm standing here in front of you for many times, maybe thousands times, but it's still like my first time. Alright, without any further ado, let's talk about this. Previously, anyone knew how many genres of films there were? Yes, no less than 23 types of film genres that have ever been made, such as comedy, fantasy, animation, horror, thriller, war, etc. All general, all general, the genre are divided into two major parts, namely fiction and non-fiction. Those are all kinds of genres that do exist in the world. Some people will watch movie when they they are feel tired. So it means they are watch movie as entertainment. But when you watch movie as entertainment, you spend your time. You wasting your time if your film haven't good quality. Think about this. When but it will be better while watching film, you can also get a positive value. What is the positive value of watching a movie? It depends on your title, it depends on your genres, all your genres, what choices you choose. For example, the film Sherlock Holmes. This film invites us to think critically and carefully and be able to predict what will happen in the future. So, the people who really love this film, they can be that the message of the film can inspiring them to do like what Sherlock Holmes do in that film, like their daily activities, or something like why, what or how they solve the problems. There will be less but not too much. It will be improved because they have seen or they have watched the movie. But the film doesn't just invite us to think critically and carefully, but that film invites us and inspiring us to be more responsibility to our duties and inspiring us to pay close attention to every single detail in our life. Take a look in Indonesia films. What kind of films genres in Indonesia? Some genres is still same like what I talked about in the first. But Indonesia, when we watching comedy, it's still like funny, but maybe somehow that will be too much funny, that can be sensitive topics. But and for horror genres, Indonesia someday more be more like mystic, and some people who don't really that mystic will be, what is this, will be like, oh my god, this film's so bad, I don't like this film. When they are just give attention to the sensationality and the sensitive topic to be viral, it's very dislike to watching and very not uncomfortable to watching that films. So I hope in Indonesian genre and Indonesian films will be get more bigger and more great and great and be better like what Indonesian movies right now. For example, in the last year, 2000 and maybe last year, 2019, everybody, maybe not everybody know this film. This film entitled Supporter Masuk Pesantren. It example for not bad film, but not bad movie, but that film doesn't have viewers. I do research. The films just have 575 viewers. It's so sad for the teams and credit teams, and the producer was very sad because wow, they have spent large taxes and spend time and spend the energy to make that film, but the viewers just 575. Very unfortunately, very mega disappointed the team. Why Indonesian people like that? It doesn't mean that Indonesia. It doesn't mean that the positive value in that film is low, but Indonesian people mostly doesn't want to pay through film, because when some people think the film is as entertainment, they will be upset. Not upset, but too lazy to pay something that just spend many hours, not more 2 hours to watch movie in the cinema. In the cinema, maybe the cost in the cinema is 30,000. In Indonesia, that can be one packet of chicken and iced tea. So the people will choose hijackers tapes or hijackers application like Netflix but not original Netflix, and iQIYI but not original iQIYI, VTV but not original VTV. So please, for Indonesian people, pay more attention to production of the films, not just the films and you just watch movie, but behind that you will need to think what the producers spend and what creative teams spend to make that films. So support them with buying original application and original this art type. Maybe in this era we can get all application in the Google Store or App Store, like Netflix, iQIYI, VTV, Disney Hotstar. Will be that, I think that application very easy to us to use that. And for producer, you don't need to make a dramatic movies or bombastic movie, but I hope you can become more creative and make people who watch your movie can be inspired to be a religion and nationalist, or maybe some that make our nation bigger and better. So for there are included many message what the people say when you are watch movie that nothing positive value, that will waste your time, and that will be very wasting time, because you have another activity. You don't have to make yourself to sit there and watching. But let's start taking real taking real action to get the nation be better. So for producer film and creative team of films, always remember what my mother says to me. A smart audience make a smart audience is uncool, but make a smart people is that's cool. So that's all. What can I say today? If I, that's all. I hope you always be happy and goodbye. Thank you very much.